So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to my iPhone 10 versus iPhone 8 side-by-side comparison. Now, I'm making this video for those of you who might not have a chance to get to the store, or you just want to see a video comparison side-by-side because you want to buy one on pre-order. Now, this is not a speed test or a specifications comparison. I'm just going to be showing the design differences here and the size differences here between these three. So let's begin with the small iPhone 8 versus the iPhone 10. So right out the gate, you can see that the iPhone 8 is definitely the closer in size to the iPhone 10, but the iPhone 10 stretches a much larger 5.8-inch display across the front. Thicker bezels on the iPhone 8, but the iPhone 8, let me tell you right now, is still the easiest current iPhone to use with one hand. I'm talking about of the 8 series. We know the SE is the one-handed champ on the small side, but when it comes to the latest iPhones that were just dropped, the iPhone 8 is the easiest one to use one hand. Now, in terms of the thickness on the side, the iPhone 10 is definitely a thicker smartphone, and it feels like it's a little bit of a wider smartphone as well. So it's a little bit wider and a little bit thicker than the iPhone 8. So at the top, you can see it's definitely shinier on that silver model, a little bit more sedated or a little less shiny on the space gray iPhone 10. But aluminum around the edges of the iPhone 8 here, you can see right there, aluminum around the edges. Both feel extremely premium, but both do have fragile glass backs, so they can crack pretty easily. I do suggest you get a case with either one of these. And the weight of them, about these two, the iPhone 8 is definitely much lighter than the iPhone 10. This is 173 grams. This is about 148 grams. So much lighter for the iPhone 8. And that's the size differences between the 10 and the 8. Now, taking a look at the iPhone 8 Plus versus the iPhone 10, the Plus actually still feels like a bigger phone when using it. It has a wider display. It doesn't have a taller display. The iPhone 10 is going to give you a much taller display here, but you get a wider display with the iPhone 8 Plus. So if you do want a wide screen phone, get the 8 Plus, you'll like it more. It's thinner on the 8 Plus than the iPhone 10 as well. You can see right there. And the camera hump, they're about the same on both, maybe slightly thicker to that one on the iPhone 10. You can see over to the side here, you can see the power buttons and the volume buttons are in the same locations. A taller phone, of course, on the iPhone 8 Plus. At the bottoms here of both of them, definitely a wider phone as well on the 8 Plus. So the iPhone 10 is probably the best middle-sized phone here of the three. Now, the power buttons on the right side are much smaller on the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. So keep that in mind if you are deciding to pick one of these up. And that's pretty much a side-by-side comparison of all three of these. Now, I won't compare the 8 to the 8 Plus. That's basically like comparing the 7 to the 7 Plus. But just look at it this way. If you're going to pre-order one of these online, you're not going to get to the store, or you just want to know the differences in size, the iPhone 8 is going to give you the lightest and the most compact of these three. The iPhone 10 kind of falls in the middle of these two. And I think the iPhone 8 Plus is kind of like a cozy big television in your hand of these iPhones right here. So keep that in mind. Weight is pretty heavy on the 8 Plus though, 202 grams. This one's going to cramp your hand a little bit more than either one of these two. So that was a side-by-side comparison between the iPhone 10 and the iPhone 8. If you guys found this video helpful, enjoyable, do me a favor, click the like button for me. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more. Also, you can check me out at the www.nickackermanchannel.com website, and I will catch you all in the next one. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, and peace.